Okay, still in the spirit of expectation of disbursement, as the government is weighing into the situation regarding situation in the country, and I want you to pay close attention to this broadcast and see how this information can be of help to you. Subscribe to the update, and let's continue this conversation. Share this video so that people can also take advantage of this piece of information. And bye for now.
Will bring you very vital information concerning the president of all the CEOs, and that's in the person of Dr. Pascal, who has called on the government to prioritize the effective implementation of budgets at all levels, emphasizing that this is crucial for achieving sustainable development. He also highlighted that beyond the creation of budget frameworks, that there must be a deliberate effort to ensure proper monitoring and evaluation of the budget throughout the fiscal year. This, he noted, will not only enhance transparency and accountability, but also ensure that allocations, that allocated resources would reach their intended purposes, leading to measurable impact in communities. All right, this is Princess Channel, a channel with dedicated information about disbursement and other grant information within the country. And if you need any information about the UAAG disbursement and other financial stuff that could end your stability, this is the channel to visit. All right, so further to that, I beg your pardon, just a minute. All right. Dr. Pascal further stressed the importance of engaging non-governmental NGOs, those organizations, and corporate leaders in driving development initiatives. He underscored that their active involvement could play a transformative role in empowering youths, particularly as the country prepares for economic advancements in 2025. And by collaborating with these stakeholders, the government can design and implement programs aimed at skill acquisition, entrepreneurship, and job creation, thereby addressing unemployment and fostering innovation among young people. In his address, Dr. Anyang called for a unified approach where both public and private sectors work hand in hand to ensure that budgetary allocations align with developmental goals. He proposed that regular assessments coupled with public feedback mechanisms be incorporated to measure the success of the budget's implementation. This, he also argued, would build trust among citizens and ensure that resources are not wasted or mismanaged. The focus on the youth empowerment, he concluded, should be central to the nation's development agenda. Engaging the expertise and resources of NGOs, non-governmental organizations, and CEOs can create platforms for mentorship, funding opportunities, and skill development. And such collaborative efforts, he asserted, will not only uplift the younger generations, but also set the foundation for long-term economic growth and stability. Dr. Anyang's remark served as a clarion call for a strategic and inclusive approach to governance and development in the coming years. All right, I'm going to open the doorway for you to listen to Dr. Pascal Anyang, the president of all CEOs within the country, to give a speech as he addressed this on the live line. Thank you, Dr. Pascal Anyang. Your time now.
A youth group, Youth Forum for Development in Africa, has called for effective and holistic implementation of this year's budget when finally passed by the National Assembly. The national president of the forum, Dr. Pascal Anyang, who made the call at a news briefing in Abuja, attributed the slow pace of the country's development over the years to poor implementation of budget by government at all levels. While commending the political will of President Bola Tinubu to reposition the country for greatness, Dr. Anyanwu stressed the need for proper monitoring and oversight of ministries, departments and agencies responsible for actualizing the renewed hope agenda through proper implementation of this year's budget.
I want it to be utilized very well. It's not all about announcing budget. It's all about implementing it the way it should be. Because the government have done their part, the president have done his own part. It is now for people in charge of all these sectors to make sure they utilize it. Those who are in charge of youth, in charge of agri, in charge of this, all of that, look for people that this thing can get to and get to the mass.
Dr. Anyanwu also emphasized the need for programs that will further empower Nigerian youths to enable them contribute their quota to national development.
Youth are not lazy by my investigation. You know why I say so? I have investigated and tried so many of them. Engage them into one or two things because that they are not lazy. They want to work. But the truth is that the opportunity is not there for them to do this work. The government, what I say to them is, we who are here at the grassroots, as the CEOs and NGOs, let government engage us into works and activities that will enhance the empowerment of this youth.
The National President of the Youth Forum further advised the federal government to consider more investment in agriculture, renewable energy and infrastructure in 2025 towards enhancing rapid development in the country.
The Plateau State government has expressed its commitment towards nurturing a civil service that is not only innovative and responsible, but fully committed to the highest standards of accountability and dedication. Governor Kenneth Muthwang stated this at the swearing-in of chairman and members of the State Civil Service Commission in Jos. Josiah Bazon reports.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Dr. Pascal Anyanwu, for that very informative message and submission. It's high time we begin to know that we're not just on the local form, that international government agencies are also in with us on this particular issue, and that the government is aware of all tiers concerning expectation concerning the NGO CEOs' involvement in grant disbursement. So it's just a way to tell us that we are not just on the ordinary level of people as people has considered UAAG disbursement to be. It's high time that we begin to understand that the grant disbursement is sacrosanct for every expectant beneficiaries who have enlisted their names within the grant ecosystem to be disbursed to. So we look forward to a very vital disbursement, seamless process within this 2025. It's a new year, and definitely every new year come with their glories, and every expectant beneficiaries who trust in the process of the disbursement of Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, they are bound to definitely get their fund disbursed to them. Speaking on the NGO and CEOs engagement that will engage the implementation of the youth within 2025 towards sustainable development is a step. I think it's going to be a step to empower them in the positive direction. And by the time this fund that is being expected finally lands in each beneficiary's account, it would also add to the country's GDP in a way that will foster progress within the economy. And definitely we should know that the fund is not just small, it's in dollars, as in billions, and by the time it is converted, considering the rate, the current rate, exchange rate right now, is a plus to every singular expectant beneficiaries who have enlisted for this grant to be disbursed to them. Could be the fear of the government, because it's only themselves sometimes they understand, the politicians and those in high echelon of powers, that they consider first, and when it comes to the masses involvement, their case is to increase inflation in the country. But alas, that is not the way we view it, because if whatever is good for the goose is also good for the gander, you don't use we are all people with blood veins and blood running through our veins, and we all deserve a better life. In 2025, I see you smile because you deserve better than you had in the preceding years. And right now, all right, so that is a good one in the positive direction. Okay, having said that, we'd also have a bit of submission from what's the name again? Okay, that's Joyce, lovely team. Thank you, Joyce, lovely team. So, it's an instruction with a defined objective and mission in Grant community. She said, please, I want to urge all members and families to remain calm in the face of all manner of provocations, remain focused to our objective, which is smooth and rancor-free disbursement of UAAG Sanctuary World Synergy Grant without further delay. Anything less than that is a complete distraction and shouldn't be entertained. Watch your back as you anticipate for disbursement. The enemies of a man are those of his household. A word is enough for the wise. And that came from Joyce Lovely, the Damascus Princess, to the Grant community. All right, so just put yourself together, just like we used to say. We've echoed time and time again that disbursement is real, and so any voice aside this positive vibe, positive understanding, positive energy should be discarded at all levels of Grant community ecosystem. You hold on tenaciously to what God has in store for us. It's going to be well, and that we are positive of. All right, and we are drawing a curtain for this morning commentary, hoping to come your way again before nightfall.